New York, big city of dreams.
I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.
NYC.
No, I want to talk about Darius Garland.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Darius Garland. Because here's a guy, like, I don't know, a lot of people don't know about him for a reason.
Yeah, Vanderbilt is trash, and I think if it's like 0-16 in the SEC too, so it's like, yeah.
Yo, so much violence on it. So much black on black crime in this. Like, come on. All right, anyway. All right.
But he's a great three-point shooter and mid-range shooter as well, and he's good with changing the pace on the court, which is huge. It goes back to what we were just speaking about, changing from the half court to the full court, driving off a fast break. So, he has potential, but he doesn't have the stage to be seen,
Right. Yeah, like he was injured in November. All right, Ryan. So it's not his fault. That tree didn't go anywhere, Ryan, because he's been injured for months, Ryan.
Hey, I'm just saying the team is trash. That's all I'm saying. I'm just going by record.
Really? Really? You gonna do this on a Sunday on Lord's Day?
On the Lord's Day. On the Lord's Day.
Jeez, but I will say this though. Like before, he was the man. Before he was supposed to be the top guard in the draft before he went down. That was the guy.
Yeah.
No one knew who Morant was. No one was talking about Kobe.
Yeah.
It was all about him. Everybody was saying, they was comparing his game a lot to Kyrie's game when he was coming in.
Yeah, I meant to say that too, because I haven't seen him much, but I watched a little bit of highlights here and there, and people were saying that his handle package is similar to Kemba or Kyrie.
Yeah. Handle package is very, very similar. And
he's ambidextrous. Right.
Yes.
So that's cool.
And the thing about this guy is the jump shot is nice.
Yes.
The jump shot
is water jumper.
The jump shot elite.
Yeah.
And let's see if I can remember his stats now. Because when I looked at his stats, I think he shot somewhere crazy, like 45% from three or something like that.
Wow.
Lethal.
Yeah.
And the thing about it too is he's a freshman.
Yes.
So it's like
imagine.
Yeah. What's his prognosis? Like, when is he supposed to be?
First of all, what's the injury?
From his injury?
It's a meniscus tear. He was out for the season. It happened in November, but after that happened, he was like, I'm just set my mind on coming into
next
the NBA.
Season. Oh.
Yeah, so he's going to be in the draft, and I've seen some draft boards that had him as high as 4 even now, or some of them had him in the teens.
That's probably more likely, but who knows?
You never know. You never know who's gonna get drafted and who's gonna jump up in the boards.
And another thing too is when people say, Kyrie had a similar situation when he was coming in the league. He was touted as one of the best point guards in the league. Got injured. Fell off the map, and he ended up getting drafted high. So who knows?
You never know
where he's gonna go.
Yeah.
And I'll always say this about the Knicks: if we end up not getting the first pick,
which is likely, just putting that out there.
I'm saying 14%,
but
chance.
But good vibes only. We said
yes, positive vibes only. Yes.
Positive vibes only.
Yes.
Positive vibes only.
Exactly. We might end up getting the second pick. Who knows? Who, right? And I don't know. We could end up getting.
Come on.
Jobless.
You got Morant, right? Jobless.
We're on the jaw train.
Exactly, out on the jaw train. But listen, like the Knicks and this regime have been doing the due diligence, man. They've been getting all these guys who are under the radar for a long time, for the last few seasons. So this will be a very Knicks move to get somebody else who's under the radar that no one's really talking about right now. Yeah. Think about it. Dotson was under the radar because he was having problems in school before they drafted him in the second round. Alonzo Trier, same story.
My sleeper.
Exactly, unsleeper. He was having problems in school because of alleged PED problems.
Money, right.
And he slid down the draft. Mitchell Robinson skipped a year. Everybody forgot about him, and they snagged him. Right. So, Darius Garland, the guy who's somebody else going under the radar, if we ended up not getting that first pick, don't be surprised if something crazy happens and we end up drafting him because we're like, yo, I
don't think you could ever be surprised with any unexpected move the Knicks make.
Yeah.
Let's just put that out there.
And I'll just say this too, Ninja P I call him now. Now his name is even ringing true because of the news that just came out today about KP.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Okay, for those of you who don't know,
Breaking.
Okay.
I call Ninja P because I felt like he traded KP in the dead of night when nobody is looking like a ninja.
Yeah.
He like you didn't even see his name in rumors.
Facts.
You woke up one day
And he was gone.
KP said he wanted to leave, and 2 minutes later the trade was already done. You're like, whoa, wait.
Right. When
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Exactly.
He's gonna get traded. Then
Yep.
10 minutes later, he's gone.
He's gone.
Exactly. And what else? Ninjas are what else? They're sneaky.
Yeah. Stealth.
Stealth.
Selfie.
Talk about that stealth.
Yeah, stealth. Let's talk about that stealth there.
How stealthy was he?
Varies. We gonna talk about that later.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about that later
I have
after
to,
we get to the
pause. I have to put
Yes.
the brakes
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. We got a lot to say about that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
If you don't, I'm alluding to something.
Yeah.
The stealthiness
Yeah.
Right.
of Ninja P.
Yeah. Drop it.
Yeah. No, we gonna no. No, wait.
That's the teaser.
You know, wait. It's the teaser. It's like coming soon. Okay. Us. Jordan Peele. It's coming.
Oh my gosh. Did anybody see that movie? I'm just
No, I didn't see it.
I'm
No.
definitely gonna
Okay.
see it though.
okay. See it and then we'll reconvene.
All right. No spoilers. All right.
No.
So, all right. So, I like Garrett. You know what else too? I've been very confused in my mind about the because I asked you about Morant versus DSJ. Like, what different does he bring to the table? Like some people, they saw Morant hit those 3-point shots, but some people aren't. They're not convinced that it's sustainable because his form is still shaky. Even though I do admire that he does hit those shots. Somebody like Darius, it seems like to me is one of those a point guard who actually hit the 3-point shot early and consistently.
Yeah.
And he can also shoot it off the dribble with no problems.
Yeah.
So I feel like he would give the Knicks a different dimension if we ended up drafting him. So I kind of like the prospect of having Darius. Although Morant's athleticism is
It's crazy.
off the charts.
Yeah.
Off the charts.
Off the charts.
And something that Darius does not have.
Nah.
That
Well, they have their
athleticism,
strengths, you know.
I mean, you can't. That athleticism can. That's going to take him very far in this league. Whatever team he ends up on, that's going to take him very far because his creative ability to change his shot, based on what the defense is doing. Not too many players are able to do that and then still actually make the bucket.
Right.
That's true, but you know what it is too is like that game, the game that they lost. Excuse me, they forced him to shoot the 3.
Yeah.
And then they forced him to shoot that mid range. When they got to that mid range, he was in trouble. He couldn't hit anything.
Yeah.
And then he ended up trying to drive to the hole, and it was too crowded, and that was all she wrote. They wouldn't be able to do that with Darius. He'll be able to hit that mid range, no problem. He'll be able to hit that 3-pointer, no problem.
But they asked Darius to drive, though. Could he do that?
I mean, his driving ability isn't
Not as strong as.
It's not as strong. It's
as strong.
okay. It's decent.
Yeah.
It's not. He's
Well, see, the
not
whole
jumping
thing-
over anybody.
Right.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely not.
And these are all things that they can develop as they grow, into NBA players. Of course, they have their skill set that work well for their college system, but once they get drafted, they'll be in a whole different system that they'll be trained to perform in. So I say, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. Yes, they seem like one-trick ponies right now, but look at the talent that we have in the NBA. They can flourish and they will evolve.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And Ja does have the passing thing still.
Yes, he does.
He does have the passing thing.
I mean-
he's a great passer. Darius seems like he could
And
be.
that
He might take
creates-
some time, but Ja is a great
Yeah.
Absolutely. That opens up the floor. When you have a whole defense converge on you down in the paint and you have 3 open shooters on the perimeter, I mean, that to me is the mark of a great player. And then him being able to know which person to pass to, who to kick out to, I mean, high basketball IQ. So I'm with it. Athleticism and high basketball IQ, let's go.
Yeah.
Ja!
Yeah,
Club.
and you also got to give him credit too because at Murray State he doesn't have a lot of talent around him. So the fact that he's able to carry that team all the way to
That's
the
true.
tournament,
Absolutely.
yeah,
That's
Lots
true.
of great things to be said about Ja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ja. Yo, I wish we had more of Darius, man. I wish we would have seen him more. I want to see. I wish we could evaluate that talent a
Yeah.
lot more.
I mean, maybe with Darius, maybe Vanderbilt would have won like 5 more games. You know, at least have a decent record. I don't know if they would have went far because I mean, as evidence, you know, the team was trashed like once he went down.
Only 5 more.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know.
Let's give you the button. Let's give you the button, Ryan. It's your button. I'm renaming this button.
The Ryan button.
Yeah. It says gunshots. That's the label. I'm going to just name it Ryan button. Oh, man. All right. That's all I got to say about Darius, though, yo. He's still good defender, but he's a small defender, too. Mm-hmm. So as good as scrappy as he is, he's still 6'2".
Yeah.
Well, he's not dominating.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't have any crazy athletic skills. He's not a high flyer. He doesn't have long wingspan.
Yeah.
That's okay because once you're fundamentally sound, that's going to take you a lot further than be somebody who just is explosive here and there. Granted, once you're fundamentally sound, that's going to take you to have a long NBA career.
Right.
Yeah, and then I mean, you also have players in the NBA that are examples of players that are, you know, not really big in stature or have wingspans like that, but they're still effective, like Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Trae Young in his rookie season, what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's still, you know, he can still be a very effective player at the NBA level, regardless.
Agreed.
Absolutely, because John Morant is you know, a relatively skinny player as well.
Yeah.
You know, he's small in stature, you know, compared to the big guys that are in the league, but never scared.
Yeah, never scared. You gotta have that mentality, man.
Yeah, the only difference with John Morant is that John Morant can actually jump over people and you know what I'm saying? So,
Yes, he can. He's small but mighty.
Yeah, there you go.
We might go for Darius if we fall, you know, down like maybe number 3 or 4.
Maybe think
You
about
know,
it. Something to
but
think
if
about.
we get number
Positive
2
vibes only.
Right.
Yeah.
We not dropping.
Yeah, at the end of the day, all I want to hear is that Knicks will get the number 1 pick and Zion Williamson is coming to New York. That's all I want to hear right now.
Yeah, man.
New York, big city of dreams.
I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.